Hi guys, it's Melissa with Melissa Peterson Designs. I'm still trying to catch my breath. I had quite some comedy going on the last 20 minutes with my dogs trying to chase away a neighbor's dog. I don't know who it belongs to, never seen it before. And that dog was playing tag. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a great week. I have just got a little project I'm going to work on. If you guys want to follow along with me, that'd be great. I bought this clay saucer. It's like a clay pot and saucer. I bought this to go with this cloche I think I bought this from Hobby Lobby too. And it was for last year for Easter, and I wanted to put like little, grass with my Easter bunny in there, and the bunny I picked out was actually too tall. The ears were too tall, so I had to figure something else out. But I painted it white last year, and then I never got back to embellishing it. So I'm actually going to change it up. Didn't like how this turned out because I never got back to it. And I think I'm going to do some stripes and like some faded distress stripes on here. And I have a Prima redesign transfer. It's called Manuscript or Finnabair. It's like a foreign language type manuscript. I'm going to use that as my stencil. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. I might just kind of weave it through. I'm not quite sure. So I'm just going to do some playing, and if you want to join along, that'd be great. I'm not sure if this will be a two-part project, but eventually, either today or Monday, I'm going to see about adding maybe part of the stencil from IOD on here. I'm going to stick with my colors. I'm going to maybe do this like in Hurricane Gray, do the stripes maybe in Midnight Blue. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. And then I might do the manuscript in Dixie Belle's Lemonade. So it's just going to be some playing around. So, and I also have my heat gun so we don't have to sit and watch paint dry. Let me see. I'm trying to keep everything together. We put this up here. Let me get this out of the way. And I've got some painter's tape, 1-inch painter's tape. And I've never done the faded stripe, so this will be an interesting experiment. So I'm going to paint the inside first, and then I'll get the outside. So that way the inside has some time to dry. So just like that. And these are the same colors I used for my bathroom sign. And I like how they went together. So we're going to see if I can do something kind of whimsy with this clay saucer. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm not sure if I can see any comments yet. So I'm using Dixie Belle's Hurricane Gray. Like I'm holding a pizza or something. And if you can hear that heavy panting, that's Piper. She's still trying to catch her breath from all the playing tag they were doing outside. So if you're on Instagram, I shared the video, so you'll have to go check it out. I shared it on the stories. Yeah, I'll have to use my heat gun. And now I'm all warm too. Hi, Gina. So, trying to ignore the snow outside, and that didn't work. And when Piper got all done, she had great big snowballs attached to her legs. So I'm in the process of painting my dining room. I kind of got stalled out yesterday and didn't get any painting done, so that'll be what I'm working on this weekend. There we go. So, Hurricane Gray. And I also have the April gifting challenge going on still. It's going to be going until April 27th. Let me get my bag real quick while that's drying. And I'll show you what I've got in here so far. Oh, I was going to bring in my signs. I have 2 stencils I've made that I put in here. So, hang on. Okay, I've got these embellishments. They're wood keys and wood buttons you can craft with. I've got this metal welcome sign from Hobby Lobby. I have got 2 chalkboard tags that you can craft with, plus their ribbon if you'd like them. I've got the Never Ending Story transfer, along with the transfer stick for you to play with. And then I have I think it was the last 2 Mondays, I have 2 stencils I made. The first one was Hello Sweet Cheeks, and the second one was It's Always a Full Moon in Here. So I've got my own personal stencils I'm putting in here for you guys to play with. So all you have to do basically is just like my page, like my video here, sprinkle the video, sprinkle a share, and then comment that it's done. And I'll put your name in the drawing on April 27th. I had to think about that. Okay, let's go ahead and get this drying. I'm still hot from running. So are we done with the snow then, hopefully? Are we going to get more bad weather this weekend? Or have you heard? I think I saw the pup running around again. I don't know whose dog that is. We live out in the country. We do have some chickens, but they're in the chicken coop, so at least the dog can't hurt them, so that was just too funny. Hey Melissa, how you doing? I'm painting my clay saucer that I used to hold my cloche in. I bought it last year and I painted it white, and I was going to do more to it, and I never got back to it. And now that I'm repainting my house and I'm going back to white because I need a clean slate, this has got to change. I can't have that white too. So I'm adding a little color. So hey Pat, how you doing? So I'm going to do some distressed stripes or faded stripes. So if I'm doing it wrong, let me know, okay? This is my first time trying it. Okay. Let me see. I've done stripes before, but I just have never done faded stripes. So I want that kind of rough. And this is 1-inch painter's tape. So I've got both ends kind of rough. And that should not dry on the outside. Okay, so I'm going to use a small piece to guide me. So I get them about 1 inch apart. It won't be exact. Can you guys hear Piper panting? Good morning from Las Vegas. How's the weather there? We've got snow here. Believe it or not. I think I'm going to save that one for a little bit later. Let me see here. Las Vegas. I am ready for some sun and warm weather. So I'm using one of my tapes to kind of measure them apart 1 inches. And it's going to be kind of a rustic look, I think. God, I hope I'm doing this right. So just like that. And then that short one I'm going to do on the outside, I think. We'll see here. I might make it a little bit shorter. So I'm making a rough cut. My dog is still panting. Okay, so I've got that side done. I know. Come on. There we go. My ceiling fan was off. And it doesn't take to get me going much. So I'm just going to keep doing a rough edges on my tape. Oh, I hope I'm doing this right. Okay. And I'll put that down a little bit. Okay. So I've got it like that. Wish me luck. I'm going to use Midnight Sky. And I think I'm just going to paint like the top third in blue. We'll see. I hope I'm doing this right. We'll see. And normally I'd burnish it, but I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. I would use like the Hurricane Gray to do the burnish. If it was like a blended background, I would do a either Mod Podge or the clear coat. I think I'm doing this wrong. No, we'll see. I think I'm gonna do the whole thing. Not quite what I was picturing in my head. I probably should have practiced first. Oh well. Hi Ashley, how you doing? Sunny and low 70s. I'm jealous. Of course, I just outside chasing my dogs with no coat on, but it's not 70s, that's for sure. So I'm just painting Midnight Sky. I'm kind of going off script here because I really didn't have a plan. We'll see if we can make this work. It looks like the gray is going to be my undercoat with the gray of the stripes. Well, one thing with this, if I don't like it, I can go back and do it again. So that's one thing about painting these things. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and paint the whole thing. Complete change of plans. Need more paint. So you guys got any questions as I'm just winging it? I'm using Dixie Belle. I'm using Midnight Sky over Hurricane Gray, and I'm hoping to do some stenciling with my reusable stencil. It's called Manuscript. That's my plans for today anyway. And I was thinking about coming back on Monday and adding some transfers to it and then doing some shadowing with some dark wax. So we'll see. Because I imagine over the weekend I'll probably be thinking about what all I want to do with this and my plans will change again. Okay, just kind of smooth that out a little bit. I'm going to get the outside and let the inside dry. I could, you know, pounce and make it rough and rustic since this is a clay pot. Hey Peggy, how you doing? Watch me make a hot mess, huh? Yeah, I kind of like that. A little texture. And I am covering everything 100% too, though. get more paint. Whew. I'm finally starting to cool down a little bit. Those darn dogs. Yeah, so if you're on Instagram, you have to go check out those little short videos I showed of the dogs chasing the neighbor's dog. They didn't do a very good job guarding the hen house, that's for sure. Okay. See if I got everything. If not, I can come back and get the outside. Okay, let me put that in the water. Let's see here. It's nice to see you too, Peggy. It's been a while. I was already, I want to do some like whimsy rustic stripes on here, and I've already gone off my plan. So I'm just kind of winging it. We'll see if it works out. If not, I'll just sand it down a little bit and paint over it again. No problem. Hang on a second. I don't have my dental pick, so I'm just going to use this to pull the tape up, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some playing with those stripes. Okay, I'm going to do some more playing. So I'm not quite sure I like the edges on them. I'm not crazy about that. What you doing, Piper? So let me see if I can do them up a little bit better. Make them a little bit more rustic. There. I'm just adding a little more rustic to the ends. Okay, let me do that corner there. I don't like that. So I'm just going back over Midnight Sky where I want to kind of clean up the edges to make them look more, I guess, like how I want them. There's no right or wrong, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. So far, that's what I have. Not quite what I was planning on, but oh well, we're just playing. So let me dry that up a little bit more with the heat gun. It's looking good. I was trying to go for the, you've seen the stripes on the furniture where they kind of fade? I've done something wrong. I need to go back and do some more viewing. Because I was wanting to practice on this. But of course, I don't have an edge to go up to, so I don't know. We will see. But I was also wanting to do some stenciling with this and then maybe add some transfers along one side of it or something. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe my stripes are too big. Okay. I gotta be careful I don't get paint on my face. Alright, so I have this stencil from Prima. So, but I'm not gonna like do the whole thing. I just kind of weave it up. So I'm gonna have to kind of hold it down, and I'm just gonna stencil where I want. Let me see. Put you down here so a little bit. See if you can see that better. See if this paint's any good. This jar, the lid busted when I was trying to get it open, so I had to pour most of the paint in here. So I'm gonna see if I can use this up before I have to throw it away. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so I just got a regular brush, and I'm just gonna selectively kind of like only paint certain areas that I want. And when I get done with this, I'll put this like in a shallow pan and let it soak for a little bit, and then I'll just clean it with like a toothbrush I have set aside for my crafts to clean my stuff. So we'll see how this looks. If not, then I'll just keep playing later. Okay, I want a little bit more here. So it's going to go right over the stripes, hopefully. We'll see how this works out. Okay. Well, let's start. Okay. So it doesn't look like much, but it's starting to kind of remind me of what I was thinking about. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of paint drying. Sorry about that. I was wanting to go on up with the stencil, but I don't want to smear this, so I'm just kind of letting it dry for a little bit. I have a feeling I'm going to be sanding this down and doing it again. Okay, let's try one more and see how that's going to look if I go up the edges. Okay, that's about as much as I can get to bend. Let me just do a little bit more here. Yep, I couldn't get very well. Okay, this might be something I practice again. So, it's not quite what I was expecting. Not quite what I was expecting, but I want to, I'll figure this out. So I'd say this is an epic fail. So, we will see. So I don't think adding the stencil is going to make it look any better. Because I was wanting to add maybe the 2 on the bottom here, or I was thinking even the 3, this little grouping right here. So, but I was wanting like the underneath to be stripes, and I wanted to have a little manuscript kind of peeking through, and then this over it, and then I was going to go over and do some shading. So I think I did this backwards because I really wanted this to be gray. So I'd say epic fail, but oh well. It's part of learning and part of crafting. It is what it is. So I might sand this down later today and just keep practicing, which is the great thing about chalk paint and working on stuff like this. Even though it's not wood, I can still sand it down the rough edges and just repaint it again. So that's okay. So that's part of learning, is practicing. So, but I really think I want to do the bottom 2 lemons and just kind of have them off to the side a little bit. So we'll find a way. So that is it for Friday. What not to do. You guys have a great week. So, and I'm gonna noodle this one a little bit longer. Let me see. That's the manuscript. I'll noodle this a little bit longer and see how I can do this, because there's some way I'm gonna figure this out. I'll figure it out. So you guys have a great week, and I will see you on Monday. And if I do any more work on this weekend, I will share some pictures and kind of give you a heads up. But epic fail. So you guys have a great weekend. Bye. Hi guys, it's Melissa Peterson with Melissa Peterson Designs. Happy Monday. Hope you guys survived the weekend. It was pretty lazy around here. After I did my errands Saturday and got groceries, I kind of went downhill and just had no energy. So I just took advantage of it and took it easy. Friday, I don't know if you saw my live, but basically this is a clay pot saucer I bought at Hobby Lobby. I think it was last year for Easter. It was typical clay pot, and I painted it white, and I was not happy with it. I was going to go back and embellish it, and I never got back to it. Well, I wanted to do some kind of rustic distressed stripes, and Friday I was playing around with it, and it didn't quite turn out the way I liked it, but I went back after I got done with my live, and I think I fixed it the way I liked it, the way I really wanted it. My mistake, I think, was basically when I just taped off the middle part and then tried doing my thing around it. I think for this technique you need to have a top and bottom and go from there. So basically I went back and painted the whole thing with Midnight Sky. I pounced the heck out of it because I wanted the texture, and then I went back and taped like I did on the video Friday, and then I went back and painted the Hurricane Gray, and then I just kept playing with it and just kind of kept texturing. I basically used like a stencil brush to pounce, and I went back between Midnight Sky and Hurricane Gray till I got a pattern I liked, and then I went back and used my Folklore stencil and stenciled the lemonade there. I even did the same to the back side where I just kind of pounced. It looks like a pattern there, which I really didn't want, but that's the bottom part, so that's no big deal. So this part's what's going to be showing. Sometimes there might be areas here that might be showing depending on how I arrange this. But my cloche fits right in there. I can't remember what size this is. I'll have to measure that. I didn't even think of to figure that out. But today I wanted to add my IOD, maybe like some lemons to it. I asked Daniela yesterday what she thought, and I forgot if she told me to do up here or do down here, but I think I'm going to do down here because I forgot what she said. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. So this is the IOD lemon drops. So this long stencil, I'm just going to pick one bundle to use on this. So I'm just going to cut out what I want. I think I'm going to do the 2 lemons here at the bottom. And I'm just going to do a little stamping, and then I'm going to call it good. I've got 1 coat of sealer on here. I used Clear Coat, Dixie Belle's. I made sure to get that done Friday, so that way it had time to cure. So let me see here. We'll put that there so maybe you can see it better. So if you got any questions, let me know. So I'm just going to kind of overlap this over the words a little bit. I'll take the backing off. Okay. And I'll just put it right there. I'm just going to commit to it. So, and then you just rub it on. And they all come with these little squeegee sticks. I tend to use a combination of the sticks and my fingers. Let me see how good that's coming off. So if you see one piece that's not sticking on very well, just push it back down and rub again. Just pull slowly. And then just like that. And then just go ahead and use your fingers and just push it in and burnish it really well. There we go. So I got a little lemon in there. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add a stamp. I want to add a little Bumble Bee, and this is also IOD's Bumble Bee stamp. So I'm gonna add this little one up here. And I'm just gonna do one stamp, I think, on the inside. I might do a border on the outside. We'll see. So we're just playing. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I just stuck my finger in paint. Since I'm wearing my good jeans, as long as I don't wipe them on my good jeans. So, and I'm using Dixie Belle's Lemonade. So basically, I just poured a little bit into my cup, into my paper plate. Okay, and since I use my paper plate, I'm gonna just use a scrap paper, put my stamp on here, and I'm gonna just rub that over my stamp, or just roll it over my stamp, just like that. And then I'll place it where you want it, push it straight down, don't move it side to side or you'll oh, I just blurred it. Not too bad though. You push it straight down and straight back up. So considering I just pushed a little bit to the side, it didn't blur too bad, so I'm good. So that's just a little bit extra there I'm doing. I think I want to do the outside, so I'm going to turn this upside down. So that way I have a little bit of yellow on the outside. And when you wash these, just put them in regular soapy water, and you can use like a toothbrush to wash them. They wash really easily. Just don't leave them wet too long or on the paint on there too long. So I'm going to go ahead and use this border. I'm going to do the same thing and just put my brush over it, my roller, carefully. Oh, come on. The trick on this is to not move that around. Okay, I got a little bit of design on there. It looks rustic, so I'm good with that. And I'll just keep working it around the edges. So I'll just go ahead and load up with more paint on there. And if this doesn't work out, don't worry about it. Just let it dry and then paint over it again and try it again. So just line it back up and just push the stencil on there. Yeah, it's giving a rustic look, which is okay. Just like that. And you just keep going over it. Add more paint with your roller. Apply it straight on. And it's just kind of giving a rustic pattern on there, which is okay. I've got a little area here that's not going to fit all the way around, so I'm just going to push it on and see if I can get a little bit of the pattern going there. And I got a little bit around there. So that's all I did, was just add a little rustic border on there. Hey April, how you doing? Oh, it's just playing, honey. Did you see my video on Friday? Because I completely messed up. So, and this is the thing I messed up on. So basically, I added a stencil, or added a transfer, I added a stamp, and I'm just playing around. Once this dries, let me see how I'm going to do this. Let me go ahead and do the bottom part. since that part doesn't have any paint on there. I'm going to use some white wax on there. I have Dixie Belle's white wax. So basically I have a brush I use just for my waxes. This is usually used for clearer the white. And I just put a little on there and I just buff it in. And that'll kind of tone down the colors a little bit. And there's Dalton. My son's home this week. So he's been given a heads up that I was going live today. So if he walks in the house, he was going to be on camera. Oh, I should have done half of this. So that's kind of what the white wax did. So then I'll grab a rag and I'll just keep buffing it. And that kind of tones down your dark colors and kind of gives it an aged look. So this is going to look really neat when it gets all done. But with the paint being on there, I'm going to have to wait till that dries before I finish that. I'll have to buff that. I'm going to do the same thing on the inside. So that way when I get done, it'll look like an old decorative saucer. So just something to play with. But I got this at Hobby Lobby and I think it was like on sale, one of the 50% offs, and I probably paid maybe a couple bucks for this clay pot saucer. So that's just something to play with. You don't have to work on wood, you can paint anything. So that is it. So next Monday, the April gifting challenge will end. So if you'd like me to put your name in the drawing, make sure you like this video, share this video, like my page, and let me know you're done so I can check it out. And I've got all kinds of goodies in here. And I've added another one today, Believe. It's a wood cutout. It's just like an uplifting word I wanted to add so that you can craft with. You can paint that, you can leave it how it is, whatever you want to do with it. So that's on there, plus I have some more transfers in here. I've got stencils and I've also got another metal word cutout. So any questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll be back on Friday with another craft. So it's probably going to be another thrifting thing that I bought at the thrift store before all this stuff started, and I'll have to start working on getting them done and so I can add them to my house. So you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you guys on Friday. Bye.